Hello, this is Janila, the person behind Crafty Crochet Castle, and in this video I'm going to show you the pattern to crochet this melting snowman and melting snowwoman. This is a fun little decoration and a beginner friendly tutorial. The melting snowwoman has a pom-pom hat, a carrot nose, and a melting body with buttons and mittens on it. And this is the base of the melting snowwoman. And a melting snowman has the same scarf, buttons and mittens, but he has a cute little top hat. I hope you would crochet this along with me. To crochet the melting snowman and snowwoman, I'm using worsted weight yarn in 4 colors, a 4.5 mm crochet hook, scissors, yarn needle and stitch markers. If you would prefer to attach safety eyes, you can use safety eyes as well, and you would need some polyfill stuffing. Pom-pom maker and safety eyes are optional. The details of these materials are in the description box below. These measure about 6 inches wide and are about 3.5 to 4 inches tall approximately. First, let us crochet the nose for our snowman. So I'm starting with my orange yarn. I'm going to do a slip knot. To do a slip knot, I'm going to wrap the yarn around my 2 fingers like this and cross it at the point where both the yarn meets. Next, I'm going to pinch it at this point, insert my hook inside this, yarn over and bring up a loop and pull this tight. So now we have made a loop on the hook. Make sure the loop is tight so that our tension is good, and then we can start working our chains. To do a chain, I'm going to yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So there we made our first chain. For the pattern of the nose, I'm going to do a total of 3 chains. So here I'll be doing 2 more chains. So now on the second chain from the hook, so this is the first chain from the hook and this is the second chain from the hook. Here I will do a slip stitch. To do a slip stitch, I'm going to insert my hook in here, yarn over, bring a loop, and I'm going to bring the loop through the loop on the hook. This stitch is called as the slip stitch. Now we'll have 1 more chain remaining over here. In this chain, I will do a single crochet. To do a single crochet, I'm going to insert my hook in here, yarn over and bring a loop. So now I'll have 2 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over and bring the loop through both the loops on the hook. So this is called as a single crochet, and here we have finished the nose for our snowman. So I'm going to finish it off over here. To finish it off, I'm going to trim the yarn over here. Next, I'm going to yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook all the way through and tighten this up. So there we have completed the nose. Now let us crochet the head of our snowman. So I'm taking my white yarn. First, I'm going to do a magic circle. To do a magic circle, I'm going to wrap the yarn around 2 fingers like this and cross it over at the point where both the yarn meets. Next, I'm going to pinch it at this point. Take my fingers out of the loop over here, insert my hook through this, yarn over and bring up a loop. Now instead of pulling this tight, I'm just going to hold it here and do a yarn over and pull through the loop. So there we have formed our magic circle. This ring is adjustable and we'll be working a round 1 inside this. For round 1, I'll be doing 8 single crochet inside this ring. So for the pattern of the head, we'll be working in rounds, and I'm not going to join at the end of each round unless I mention it. After completing 8 single crochet, our project looks like this. Now we can pull this tail to close the opening. And there we have completed our round 1. Now let's start working on round 2. For round 2, I'll be doing 2 single crochet in every stitch around. So this is my first stitch over here. In this stitch, I will do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And in my next stitch, I'll do 2 single crochet in the same stitch as well. And I will repeat this for the entire round. This round will have a total of 16 single crochet. I'm I'm going to use a stitch marker to mark the end of each round. Now let's start working on round 3. For round 3, in my very next stitch over here, I'll do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And I will do 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So this will be the pattern for the round. The pattern is 2 single crochet in my next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch. I'll repeat this pattern for the entire round, and this round will have a total of 24 single crochet. Now for the next 5 rounds, that is from round 4 to round 8, I'll be following the same pattern. The pattern is 1 single crochet in every stitch around. Each round will have a total of 24 single crochet. So I suggest you to complete a round, move the stitch marker to the last stitch of that round, and then complete a total of 5 rounds in this manner. If you do not have a stitch marker, and if you're counting it in your head, you can do a total of 120 stitches, and I'll meet you after I'm done with 5 rounds. After completing round 8, our project looks like this. Now let's work on round 9. For round 9, I'm going to start with a single crochet decrease. To do a single crochet decrease, I'm going to insert my hook in the stitch, yarn over, and bring a loop. Instead of finishing this single crochet, I'm going to insert my hook inside the next stitch, yarn over, and bring up a loop. So now I'll have 3 loops on the hook worked across 2 stitches on the bottom. I'm going to yarn over and bring a loop through all 3 loops on the hook. So this stitch is called as a single crochet decrease or single crochet 2 together. We have worked up on 2 stitches, but we have completed it as 1 stitch. So now after single crochet decrease, I will do 1 single crochet in my next stitch. So this will be the repeat pattern for the round. The repeat pattern is a single crochet decrease followed by a single crochet in the next stitch. I'll be repeating this for the entire round, and this round will have a total of 16 stitches. After completing round 9, I'm going to put a pause to my project so that we can finish the face details for our snowman. So you can use safety eyes if you would prefer that, or you can use a black yarn and needle to embroider the eyes. So I'm going to embroider the eyes in round 5. If you're using safety eyes, you can use it between round 4 and 5. Next, I'm going to embroider the mouth. I'll be embroidering the mouth in round 8. Next, we can attach the nose in between round 6 and 7. So you can use a yarn needle and sew this up as well. After attaching the nose, let's fill the head up with some polyfill stuffing. Now let us work on the last round, which is round 10. For round 10, I will do single crochet decrease 8 times. After my 8th stitch over here, I'm going to join with a slip stitch in my next stitch and finish off over here, leaving a long tail. Now let us see how to close this opening. For that, I'm going to thread the tail in a yarn needle, and I'm going to run the needle through the front loops remaining of all the stitches remaining in the last round. So this is the front loop. I'll be inserting my needle through all the front loops over here. So once we've run our needle through all the stitches, pull this tight. So there our opening has closed. Now secure this with a knot. So make sure to crochet one more snowman head if you're doing a snowman pair. Now let us crochet the scarf for a snowman. For that, I'm taking my red yarn. I'll start off with a slip knot followed by 42 chains over here. I've already shown you how to do a slip knot and chains, so make sure to do that and meet me after you've done 42 chains. So now let's start row 1 for our scarf. So for row 1, on the 3rd chain from the hook, this is the 1st chain, 2nd chain, and this is the 3rd chain. So in this chain I will be doing 1 half double crochet. To do a half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook in the 3rd chain, yarn over and bring up a loop. So now I'll have 3 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. So this stitch is called as the half double crochet. Now I'm going to do 1 half double crochet each in the next 5 stitches. Now I'm going to do chain 2 over here, and I'm going to skip 2 chains on the bottom. So I'm going to skip 1st chain, 2nd chain, and on the 3rd chain I will do a half double crochet. Now I'll work 1 half double crochet each in the remaining chains over here. So this is going to be a repetitive stitch for the entire row. So I'll meet you after I complete half double crochet for all the chains remaining in this row. After completing the last half double crochet, our scarf looks like this. Now I'm gonna finish off over here. Now let us add fringes to this side and the other side of the scarf. To add fringes, I'm going to take 2 strands of yarn. I'm going to fold it like this, and I'm going to insert my hook through the half double crochet stitch over here. Next, I'm going to put the loop in the hook, yarn over and bring the loop across. The tail end will be on the other side of the stitch over here. Next, I'm going to yarn over and pull all the strands through the loops over here. Once we have all the stitches, you can tighten this up. So there we have added fringes to this end of the scarf. You can trim it off. Make sure to add fringes to the other side as well and crochet 1 more scarf. Now let us crochet the top hat. I'm starting with a black yarn. I'll do a magic circle followed by 8 single crochet inside the ring. This round will have a total of 8 single crochet. For the pattern of the top hat also, we'll be working in rounds, and I'm not going to join at the end of each round unless I mention it. For round 2, I'll do 2 single crochet in every stitch around. This round will have a total of 16 single crochet. At the end of round 2, I'm going to join with a slip stitch to my very first SC over here. Now let's work on round 3. For round 3 I will do chain 1, and this time I'll be working only on the back loops. So this is the front loops and this is the back loops. When we are working a stitch, we'll work on both the loops, but for this entire round we'll be working on the back loops only. So I will do 1 single crochet in every stitch around. This round will also have a total of 16 single crochet. Because we've used only the back loops only, we have this beautiful ridge over here. Remember, we have a chain 1 over here, so skip this chain 1 and work on the single crochet for the next round. So for the next round, which is round 4, I will do a single crochet decrease first, followed by 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. I'll be repeating this pattern for the round. The pattern is single crochet decrease followed by 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. This round will have a total of 12 stitches. I'll be changing my color over here. So to change the color, I will use the last stitch in this round. I'm going to change my color to red over here. To change the color, I'm going to work the last stitch over here. Instead of finishing this single crochet with a black yarn, I'm going to bring my red yarn over here and I'm going to finish up this single crochet with the new color yarn. So there we have changed color. Now I'll be working my round 5. I'll do 1 single crochet in every stitch around. And for the next round, which is round 6, I'll be working on the black yarn. So in the last stitch of round 5, I'll be changing my yarn to black once again. So there we worked 1 round in red. You can choose to work in the same color as well. So for round 6, I'll be working only on the front loops only. This stitch is called the front loops only. Round 6, I'll be working 1 single crochet worked in the front loops only for this entire round. Now for the last round, which is round 7, I'll be working 2 single crochet in every stitch around. After completing 24 single crochet, I'm going to join with a slip stitch and finish off over here, leaving a long tail. We can finish off the other yarns as well. So there we have crocheted the top hat for a snowman. Now let us crochet a pom-pom hat for a snow woman. So I'm going to leave a long tail over here, do a slip knot followed by chain to 10. So on the third chain from the hook, I will do a half double crochet, and I will do one half double crochet in the remaining chains. So there we've completed row 1. Now let's work on row 2. For row 2, I will do chain 2, turn my work over, and this time I'll be working only on the back loops. So I will do one half double crochet in each stitch worked in the back loops only. So this round will also have a total of 8 half double crochet. So there we have this beautiful ribbing over here. Now for row 3, I'll do chain 2, turn my work over, and this time I will work one half double crochet in the front loops only for every stitch over here. So this stitch is called as the front loop, and this is the back loop. I'll be working in the front loops only. Now we have the ribbing on the other side as well. The side with the ribbing will be on the outside of the hat, and this side is the wrong side for the hat. So now I'm gonna repeat row 2 and 3 4 more times till I reach row 11, and I'll meet you after I complete row 11. After completing 11 rows, our pom-pom hat looks like this. One side has many ridges over here, and the other side looks like this. This is the wrong side. So now after completing 11 rows, I'm going to finish off over here, leaving a long tail. So now let's see how to finish this into a hat. So I'm going to thread this tail in a yarn needle. Fold the rectangle in half so that the rib side is facing outside, and you can sew these two sides together. I'm going to use only the back loops in one side, and I'm going to sew it like this. So once you have sewn the sides, you can secure it with a knot over here. So there we have a little ribbed edge to this side as well. Now let's close the top of the hat. To close the top of the hat, I'm using the same yarn, and I'm going to do running stitches over here along the top edge. So once you've put running stitch across all the edges, pull this tight. So our hat opening has closed. You can secure this with a knot as well. So we have completed the hat. You can fold this edge of the hat like this so that it looks nice and beautiful, and you can attach a pom-pom to the top of the hat if you would prefer that. To do a small pom-pom, I'm going to take my white yarn and I'm going to wrap it around my two fingers like this several times. You can also use a pom-pom maker, but if you don't have a pom-pom maker, you can try this method. Once you've wrapped it around a few times, you can trim the yarn over here and carefully remove it and place it. Make sure it does not come out. Now take another piece of white thread and cut it out. Place this on top of the white thread and secure it in the center with a knot. So now once you have secured it, make sure to cut out all the folded edges over here. So make sure to cut all the yarn. You can fluff this out and trim it off. We have made a tiny pom-pom. You can brush this out to separate the strands so that a pom-pom looks very fluffy as well. And then you can attach it on top of a hat. Now let us crochet a tiny mitten applique. For that I'm going to do chain 4 first. On the third chain from the hook, this is the first, second and third chain, I will do a half double crochet. And I will do one more half double crochet in the last chain over here. Next I'll do chain 3, followed by a slip stitch in the third chain from the hook. That is the very first chain over here. Followed by chain 1, a single crochet in the post of the half double crochet over here. And one more single crochet in the starting chain over here. So now we can finish off over here, leaving a long tail. We'll be using this tail to attach our mitten on top of our melting body. So make sure the tail is long enough. This is our little mitten applique. Now let us crochet the melting body. So I'm taking my white yarn. I'll do a magic circle first, followed by chain 2 and 12 half double crochet inside the ring. Now I'm going to join at the top of the chain 2 with a slip stitch, and this is our round 1. Now for round 2 I will do chain 2. This chain 2 is to be considered as a half double crochet, and I'm going to do one half double crochet in the same stitch. Now I'll work 2 half double crochet in every stitch around. This round will have a total of 24 half double crochet. We'll be working 2 half double crochet in every stitch over here, and I'll meet you after I complete this round 2. After completing 24, I'm going to join on the top of chain 2 with a slip stitch to finish our round 2. For round 3, I'll do chain 2. This chain 2 is also to be considered as a half double crochet, and I'm going to do one half double crochet in the same stitch. So now on my next stitch over here, I will do one half double crochet. So this will be the repeat pattern for the round. The repeat pattern will be 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. I'll be repeating the pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of round 3. This round will have a total of 36 half double crochet. At the end of round 3, I'm going to join at the top of chain 2 with a slip stitch. Now let's start working on round 4. For round 4, I will do chain 2 and a half double crochet in the same stitch. Now I'll do one half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. The repeat pattern for the round will be 2 half double crochet in my next stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. This round will have a total of 48 single crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of the repeat pattern. At the end of round 4, join in top of chain 2 with a slip stitch, and let's work on round 5. For round 5, I'll do chain 2, a half double crochet in the same stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. This is going to be the repeat pattern for the round. The pattern is 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. This round will have a total of 60 half double crochet, and I'll meet you after I complete this round. At the end of round 5, join on top of chain 2 with a slip stitch. Now let's start working on round 6. This round will have a lot of different stitches so we can form the melting snow. So first I'm going to do chain 2 followed by a half double crochet in the same stitch and 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So now our repeat pattern will start. The repeat pattern is a double crochet and a triple crochet in my next stitch. To do a double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook in the stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop. I'll have 3 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over, pull through 2 loops. I'll have 2 loops remaining. Yarn over, pull through both the loops. This stitch is called as a double crochet. Now I'll be working a triple crochet in the same stitch as well. So to do a triple crochet, I'm going to yarn over twice, insert my hook in the same stitch, yarn over, bring up a loop. So I'll have 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. I'll have 3 loops remaining, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. I'll have 2 loops remaining, yarn over, pull through both the loops. So this stitch is called as a triple crochet. You can see how the height differs between a half double crochet and a triple crochet. So now in the next 4 stitches I'll be working 1 triple crochet each. The triple crochet is also called as a triple crochet. So now in my next stitch, I'll do 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Followed by 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. Followed by 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Followed by 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So there, this marks the end of our repeat pattern. So do you see how a different shape is beginning to form on the melting piece of snow over here? So I'll be repeating this repeat pattern 2 more times. So it's going to be a double crochet in the next stitch, a triple crochet in the same stitch, followed by 1 triple crochet in the next 4 stitches, followed by 2 double crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches, followed by 2 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'll repeat this one more time. Pattern is a double crochet, a triple crochet in the same stitch, 1 triple crochet the next 4 stitches, followed by 2 double crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches, followed by 2 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Now we'll have little stitches remaining here. Here I will do 2 single crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'll repeat it one more time. 2 single crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'm gonna join on top of chain 2 over here with a slip stitch and finish off over here. So there we have crocheted our melting snow. Now let us see how to weave in the tails. So I'm gonna thread the tail in a yarn needle and turn to the wrong side. Here first I'm gonna thread the needle across the loops in one direction. Once you have covered enough stitches in one direction, you can turn your work and work in the other direction. This time you can grab a different set of loops. So once you think you've covered enough distance like this, you can pull the needle out, stretch the piece and trim the yarn over here. So there we have weaved in one tail. Now let us assemble the snowman. So first I have 2 snowman heads over here and a top hat and a pom-pom hat. So for one of the head, I'm going to take this top hat, position it in place on top of the head and sew it up. I'm going to use the long tail from the top hat, and while sewing it up, I'm going to use these loops to attach it. The back loops remaining in this round. In the same manner, I'm going to take the pom-pom hat. Make sure to fold your hat like this, place it on top, and you can sew it up over here. I'm going to sew it up along this side. Make sure to add a little stuffing inside your hats so that the hat retain its shape. Stuff very lightly over there. So here are the other pieces required to complete a melting snowman and snowwoman. I have finished the snowman over here. So now let us take our snowwoman head, place it on top of the melting snow body. You do not have to place it in the exact center. You can find a position that you would like and then attach the head on top of the body. Once when you've done that, make sure to embroider 2 buttons over here like this, and then you can take the mitten and attach it to one side of our melting body. I'll meet you after I complete the 3 steps, that is attaching the head onto the body, adding buttons, and then attaching the mitten to one side. Last step is to put the hat around the snowwoman. You do not have to attach this in place. This stays in place. All you have to do is wrap it around the head. Put one end of the scarf through this tiny opening over here and position it accordingly. So there we have completed our snowman and snowwoman who are melting in the snow. I hope you enjoy crocheting this along with me. Please show your support by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.